Deep within the heart of the Emerald Vale, where towering pines whispered secrets to the wind and crystal streams wove silver ribbons through the mossy earth, there roamed a creature of legend. The elk with silver antlers, a beast of shimmering grace, was said to wander the hidden paths of the ancient forest, its great antlers gleaming like polished moonlight. Few had seen it, and fewer still could claim to have followed its ghostly trail, for it was a spirit of the wild, belonging to neither time nor man. For as long as memory stretched, the elk had been a harbinger of fortune. Those who glimpsed its radiant antlers found their lives forever changed. Crops flourished where there had been barren soil. Fishermen cast their nets only to draw them up brimming with silver-scaled fish, and weary travellers discovered clear paths through the densest woodlands. To the people of the Vale, the elk was a blessing woven into the very fabric of their lives. Legends told of how the elk had come to be. It was said that long ago, when the earth was young and wild magic still hummed beneath the soil, a great celestial storm passed over the land. From the heavens fell a single drop of liquid silver, and where it touched the ground, a young elk was born. As it grew, the silver spread through its veins, rising into its antlers, until they shone like mirrors of the stars. The elk became a guardian of the forest, neither mortal nor divine, a bridge between the old magic and the world of men. Seasons turned, and the elk continued its silent watch over the land. But there came a time when the Vale grew restless. A great famine crept over the villages, twisting once green fields into brittle wastelands. Rivers, once teeming with life, ran dry, and the people began to despair. Whispers spread. Had the elk abandoned them? Had the sacred creature vanished, taking its fortune with it? Desperate, the villagers sent hunters and wise men deep into the heart of the forest, seeking the one being they believed could restore balance. They searched for many moons, but the elk remained unseen, its presence as elusive as mist at dawn. Some claimed it had fled to another land, while others feared that the old magic had finally faded from the world. One autumn night, when the harvest moon hung low and heavy in the sky, an old woman tending her last dying crops looked up to find the forest bathed in an otherworldly glow. There, standing at the edge of her field, was the elk with silver antlers. Its luminous crown shimmered in the night, casting light upon the barren earth. With a slow, deliberate step, the elk pressed its hoof into the soil, and where it touched, life returned. Green shoots unfurled, vines curled, and the air filled with the scent of blossoms. The old woman watched in silent awe as the elk turned and disappeared once more into the night, vanishing between the darkened trees. Word of the miracle spread like wildfire. The villagers, filled with hope, ventured into their fields and found them renewed. The rivers ran full again, their waters sparkling under the morning sun. The famine ended, and with it, the people's faith in the elk was restored. Though few would ever see the creature with their own eyes, its presence was felt in every harvest, in every flowing stream, in the hush of the trees that guarded their homes. The elk with silver antlers remained a mystery, a silent watcher of the Vale. Some believed it was the breath of the forest itself, a living memory of the world's first magic. Others swore it was the hand of fate, guiding those in need toward fortune and renewal. But all agreed on one thing: the elk was real, and so long as it roamed the wilds, the land and its people would endure. As the years passed, new stories wove themselves into the tapestry of legend. Travellers spoke of a faint silver glow deep within the heart of the woods, where the elk was said to rest beneath the ancient oaks. Some swore they had glimpsed hoofprints left in dewdrops, their outline vanishing with the morning sun. The elders of the Vale told children that the elk was always watching, its light a promise that the land would never wither as long as hope remained. One year, during a bitter winter, a young hunter found himself lost in a storm. Snow swirled in blinding sheets, the cold gnawing at his limbs, his strength failing with every step. Just as he surrendered to the frigid night, a soft light shimmered in the distance. Dragging himself forward, he beheld the elk standing amidst the snowdrifts, its silver antlers piercing the storm like beacons of fire. The hunter collapsed before the creature, and as darkness took him, he felt a warmth unlike any he had ever known. When he awoke, he lay at the edge of his village. His frozen limbs warmed, his strength renewed. He spoke of the elk's mercy, and from that day forth, travellers never entered the forest without whispering a prayer to the guardian with silver antlers. The legend grew, winding itself into the hearts of those who called the Vale home. Seasons passed, and the elk continued its silent vigil, unseen by many but felt by all. The whispers of its presence remained, told in the hush of wind through leaves, in the gleam of moonlight on river stones, and in the hush of snow upon the earth. It was more than just a creature. It was a promise, an eternal guardian of the land and those who called it home. And so the legend lived on, carried in the wind's whisper, in the rustling of leaves, and in the glimmer of silver beneath the moonlit boughs.